If I'm gonna be your lover tonight, would you please stop stomping me in the dick? Alright, bitch, come on. Anyway, speaking of stupid shit, yeah, I want to talk about this because you were giving me gruff about it. This whole thing about gun violence is due to video games. Now, I'm sorry, that is stupid. That is legitimately stupid. Now, okay, fine. Let's get the religious bullshit out of the way. Jesus said, as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. Okay, fine. So, I think in my heart that I am a bald space marine, and I'm running around shooting people. You know, alien invasions. Okay, sure. Other than the fact I'm too fucking fat to actually run, so therefore if it's a sim and I'm running, quote unquote, around shooting people, well, it's kind of hard to run when you're fucking fat. Okay? So that busts your theory right out the fucking water right there. Let's not even get into that. No, I'm sorry. But millions and millions of people play Call of Duty. Yeah, we get what? 5, 6, 7 shootings a year? Call of Duty comes out every single November, yet 5 or 6 people shoot each other up. Mass shootings. In every single one of those cases, every single solitary one of those cases, there was a reason other than, oh, well, I played video games all day and I thought, gee, let me go kill a bunch of people. Again, it blows the theory the fuck out the water because it doesn't hold true. All these stupid gun owners like, oh, the video game is the culture of video games, man. It's not a loaded gun, no. Really? Really? I mean, the idea that these nitwits would much rather have their toddler play with a loaded gun than actually play Grand Theft Auto. Do you realize your kid could play Grand Theft Auto for 45 years of his life and not have desire to murder anybody, and then not actually murder anybody? Give him 15 seconds with a loaded gun. Let's see what happens there. Okay. One is clearly more fucking dangerous than the other. Now, I understand, oh, it's repetition, it's repetition. Yeah, again, if it's repetition, okay, so I play a yearly version of Assassin's Creed. You know how many times I've gone downstairs and tried to climb up the side of the house? Not once in my entire fucking life. Again, it's kind of hard to climb the side of the house when you're 400 pounds. Okay, maybe if I was in better shape. But if this is such an epidemic, then how come you don't see kids in the streets poking each other in the dicks with swords? Okay, and trying to slay the dragon. The one-eyed dragon. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? If video game violence is such an epidemic that it's destroying our youth because they're mimicking what they see, that is just stupid. Because I see a lot of crazy shit in video games. I do. I do. Now, because, I mean, listen, I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Killing a non-distinct NPC, and for those who don't know, that's just basically a random person in a video game. Killing a random, non-existent person is far different than actually going up to a real person and saying, I don't like what you said, I don't like what you did something, you bothered me, boom, and taking their fucking life. Now, I don't know what else to say to make it sink the fuck in other than, you know, I don't know. I really don't know. Now, okay, from a religious point of view, is it the best thing to do with your life? Probably not. I'm not gonna lie. Seeing you're playing Call of Duty, probably not the greatest thing to be doing in your life. I'll admit that. I'll give you that. I will give you that. But to say that there's a direct correlation between, oh, I played 80 hours of Grand Theft Auto, now I want to go kill a bunch of people. That's stupid. And that's completely stupid. Now, okay, yes, how do I want to word this? Because during my, shall we say, depressed moments, when I suffer my depression, yeah, sometimes I'm driving with Dale T and I think, what if I reached over and punched him in the face while he's driving? Would we flip over? Like, I think of it more in a what if. Not like, oh, I learned this from Grand Theft Auto, so I want to try it in real life. No. No, I can distinguish between if I grabbed the wheel and pulled it and just yanked it, we'd go off into the ditch and we might flip and we'd end up dead. I can understand it, but I think to myself, what if I did grab the wheel? Or what if I just punched DLT right in the face? What would happen? Would he stop the car and kick me out? Force me to walk home? Tell me to go to hell? Never see me again? What would he do? Because you have to understand, the purpose behind that is I literally have like 2 cousins in Dale T. And if Dale T's not here to take me shopping, I have no way to go shopping. So in other words, it's like if I burnt that bridge, what would it be? What would it take to burn that bridge? Punch him in the face while he's driving. That's what it came down to. It wasn't like, oh, you learned that from Grand Theft Auto. You don't know because maybe you did. No, it had nothing to do with that. It was more my life setting sucks, and the few people that are in it I need to help, you know. And what if I burnt those bridges? What if I, was like, fuck you, and was completely alone? What would happen? That was more of the thought process, not the thought process of, well, I learned this in Grand Theft Auto, so I think I'll try it in real life. No, no, no. That was not the purpose of that. So when I said that, it was more like, for example, like I said, okay, like when I was driving with you, what if I reach over and punch you in the face? How mad would you get? Would we crash? Would we wreck? Would you come visit me again? Of course, you haven't come visit me since you almost died, but that's neither here nor there. Whatever. So again, it was more like, what would happen? What would my situation be like if I did do this? It wasn't like a desire to actually do it necessarily. It was more of a desire to ponder, like, what would it take to get to the place where, okay, this person wants nothing to do with me anymore. Okay. Like, what would it take to get to that point? Threatening their life while they're driving and being, sporadic, where it's like they don't want me in the car with them. That would be one thing, you know. And again, it wasn't because I had a desire to actually do it. I had a desire to ponder what the outcome would be. There's a difference. Where, like, okay, for example, you're playing Grand Theft Auto. Okay, sure. It is a means to an end. Yes, you're running along and you got to do something. Okay, I'm just going to grab this car that's here. I'm going to pull the person out and drive off in their car. Yeah, I get the purpose, and the point is, okay, that's bad, that's wrong, it's Grand Theft Auto, basically. But it's also a means to an end, as in you're there to play the game, you're there to do stuff. I'm not making excuses, but it's sort of, it's an easy out. Instead of having to run to like a payphone and call a cab, because you can do that, you can call a cab. Instead of, just doing that, it's like, oh, there's a car, let me just grab it. It's more to streamline the game itself in a way. Not that now don't get me wrong, I understand there are probably kids who are like, oh, it's okay, I need to go to the store, so I'm just going to pull you out of your car, kick you in the face, and take off in your vehicle. Listen, I can understand that. I can understand certain people having mental dysfunctions where they can't distinguish between, okay, that's right, that's wrong, that's something stupid you can do in a video game. You can't do that in real life. Now, doing stupid stuff in video game, I don't necessarily think is somehow this grandiosity moment where it's like you've completely lost your soul. I don't think we've gotten that far. Dicking around in GTA is far different than if I did it in real life. Now, if I do it in real life, yeah, obviously you go to jail. Now, again, I'm not trying to make excuses for it. I'm just trying to explain it because a lot of people don't understand it. They have this because it's easy to blame it. Instead of blaming the loaded gun and saying, okay, this is a problem, because we can't hear that, because like there's certain people just can't hear that. They have to blame everything else. Again, you can play Grand Theft Auto all your life and not kill anybody, or even have a desire to do it. Because, now, I mean, for me, when I play, it's simply to relieve stress. Now, which is ironic considering I'm usually yelling and screaming at the TV. But it does relieve stress. It's odd, it's weird, I know, I get it, but There's a difference between that and I'm going to play Call of Duty so I can learn how to kill people. First off, that's stupid because you don't learn anything. I'm sorry. Yeah, I played multiple hours. I played thousands of hours of Call of Duty and Halo and other games like that, first-person shooters. I couldn't tell you where the safety is on a gun. I could probably figure it out if I had it in front of me. I couldn't tell you how to load the fucker. I couldn't tell you exactly how to stand when I shoot it, the kickback. I couldn't tell you any of that stuff. I know that if I hit the right bumper, those alien bastards they die. And that's my goal. Save the universe from the alien mob. Not I had a bad day, let me go to a school and shoot up a bunch of people. There's a big fucking difference between that. I mean, it's almost like you take like a game like Space Harrier, where it's just you're just randomly shooting these things. Okay, yeah, you know what? Those things had alien creatures in them that had personality, that had souls, they were actual beings, and you mass slaughtered them, but they're trying to take over the Earth. Okay. Because I'll tell you one thing, when the fucking Armada does come, you're going to want somebody like me who knows what to do. Okay? Now, I have at no time tried to scale the side of my house to find a magic chest up top so I can get, a bow and arrow and start shooting the horses down yonder. Okay, I have never done that day in my life. And I have no desire to do so. So this idea that it's a training sim, again, how is it a training sim? The whole point is you're this bald Marine in Halo, and you're quote unquote running around shooting monsters. Again, I'm 400 pounds. I can't run around to do shit. I couldn't run around to save my. I couldn't even run to save my life, literally. Okay, much less. Oh, it's training me how to be a run and gun. It ain't training me to do shit. It's training me to sit there and be fat and die early. That's what it's training me to do. And okay, so now if you want to get cute with that, I'll totally back you on that one because you'd be completely right. But this idea that it's a training sim, like, oh, you're learning how to kill people. Dude, I'm not learning how to kill people. It's a means to an end. It's just... Now, again, I'm not trying to make excuses. It's like, was it Hogan's Alley back in the day where you had those little pop-ups. They had like the little Western theme. You had those little pop-ups and you shoot them and they go ding, 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 and they spin around. That's essentially what it is. It's a glorified version of that. Now, what makes them so interesting is you've got other people on the other end of those. Now, yeah, if I was fighting them and shooting them and they were dying in real life, okay, fine. We're doing something wrong. But because essentially what these games are, it's like playing tag. Like, I've tagged you, I got you. Now, we refer to it as I killed you, or, whatever. But it's no different than playing paintball. It's no different than playing tag, laser tag. No different than those things. Where you're not actually hurting somebody else. You may be making them mad. You may be angering them because you got the better of them, or you played like a bitch and you got the better of them. Whatever. But that's what it comes down to. Now, if you want real-life simulation, sure, go to Iraq and shoot some people. That's more of a a real-life simulation than this. I mean, I don't know. I don't buy into that. I've been playing these since... shit. Dude, I've been playing these since I was like 6 years old. Okay. That's over 35 years, dude. That is over 35 years ago. I've been playing these. I have not once physically assaulted anybody, and I've wanted to, believe me. Wanted to. I'm not going to sit there and say I haven't. It had nothing to do with the video game. And I have never physically had a desire, let me go get a gun and shoot somebody. Now, it is what it is. And there are millions of other people who have never had those thoughts or desire to do so. So, I don't want to hear that. It's the game's fault. Blame the video games. Blame the video games. Again, why? Why are you blaming the video game? Now, again, is it the greatest thing you could be doing with your afternoon? Probably not. Is there an excess to it? Yes. I'll admit it. I play too much. There are people who play too much. I admit that. It can be addicting, yes. Now, it's a little different for me because I have back problems, and sometimes I just need to turn my brain off and just focus on what I'm doing. And actually, sometimes not even focus, just kind of mindlessly go through it. Just because, you got pain issues. But not everybody goes through what I do, and some people do play these games way too excessive. Some people, especially with those loot boxes, they spend way too much money on that shit. I mean, there are people who spend thousands of dollars on some of these loot boxes and stuff. Which, okay, I mean, they are addicted to it, and it can be addicting. It's like anything else. Chocolate can be addicting. We don't ban it. So I will say that yes, there are a lot of negatives to video games. So I'm not going to sit there and say, oh, video games are the greatest thing since sliced bread and Jesus approves. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying that at all for even an instant. But to sit there and say that they are the sole reason that people went and shot each other. First off, this last case, I think it was reported that the kid was pissed. The kid was upset that his mother had died. She died of the flu or something. And it set him off. Okay, that is far more likely than, oh, he played Grand Theft Auto. There's no direct correlation between playing a video game and killing people. There's not. There's not. Now, if you want to say this man thinks in his heart, so is he. Okay, so well, see, how does that work? Because I'm not actually killing anybody. The other person that I'm playing with, I'm killing their avatar. I'm killing their... Not killing, because nobody died. So calling it killing is actually kind of not true. I mean, we refer to it, oh, I killed you. Or I did, Killing, again, killing is not the right term. Because, thou shalt not kill. But nobody actually legitimately died. You're talking about pixels on a screen. You're talking math. You're talking numbers. You're talking, okay, I shot this bullet into your avatar, and that avatar reached its limit, and it was no more, and then it respawned, and you started again. So again, I'm not trying to make excuses, but it's not the same thing. Again, as a man thinks in his heart, but again, I am not killing anybody. Am I thinking I'm killing you? No, I'm... Again, it'd be like paintball. Like, okay, I splattered you 3 times. Does that mean that I'm going to hell because I splattered you? It's like, I killed you. Again, you're not actually killing anybody. You're not physically killing anybody. Nothing alive died. Now, is it the concept? Okay, but again, the concept isn't even there either. Because I'm not sitting there thinking, oh, I killed that person. I don't know, because it is kind of weird, because it's like again, you say to somebody, oh, I killed you, but you didn't actually kill them. You killed their representation. You killed their... And again, kill is not the right word, because you didn't actually kill anything. How do I word it? You stopped their momentum, basically. So if you want to get biblical, okay, I shouldn't cause my brother to stumble, so I stopped his forward momentum, basically. So you could get me on that one religiously. I caused my brother to stumble. But again, did I really do that, though? Because, I mean, the point is you have unlimited tries to try to stop the other player, to stop their advancement, as in them trying to kill you. And, if I had a good game, I got 10 kills, 15 kills. Again, kills is bad. Kills is not the right word. There's really no other word to use, though. I killed their progress. I killed their momentum. Yeah, I killed momentum. I killed their progress, but I didn't kill them. And like I said, I'm not trying to make excuses. I'm trying to explain it, or understand it myself because, again, we use certain terms, especially in gaming universe, and it's like they just don't really apply. I mean, who died? I killed you in a video game. Who died? I didn't die. You didn't die. Maybe some brain cells died, but that's about it. Nobody physically died. I basically just stopped your forward momentum. Is essentially what it comes down to. Like, I don't know. It's weird because, like, I'm trying to be honest about it, not defensive. Like, oh my god, I have to defend video games. I don't give a fuck. I mean, if video games are bad, I will acknowledge that they're bad. And like I said, they are addictive. So, you know. But again, so is chocolate, so is beer, so is, whatever. So, because again, these people just have this. It's easy to blame something other than what you want to blame. Like, I could sit there and say, well, it's the gun's fault, not the video game's fault. Yeah, but. See, the problem is, if we're going to talk statistics, 100% of gun fatalities were at the hands of a gun. Okay, yet video games have had zero casualties. None. None. Well, the contributing factor. No, you can't even draw a correlation between it. You can't even just draw a distinction between that. There's no truth to that. There is zero truth to that. I mean, if I play Cooking Mama for 80 hours, that doesn't mean I know how to cook. I mean, give me a break. That is not the same damn thing. That is not the same thing. If I play Nintendogs, it doesn't mean I know how to take care of a dog. Yeah, I know they need treats, I know they need to be petted, I know I need to talk to them, and I know I need to give them food. And if they poop, I need to tap on it. Yeah, you know what? Dog pooped on the floor, and I tap on it, I just get it mushed all over my hand. So to sit there and, well, they're training steps. No, they're not. They're not. You can argue that they are, but they're not. At least not in the full-fledged sort of way. Like, I don't know. Doing what you have to do in the video game is not the same thing as what you would have to do in real life. So to sit there saying that it's a training sim, it's not a true statement. Like, oh, you know how to kill alien armadas. Yeah. Oh. Where are the alien armadas? I don't see them. Don't mean they're not out there, but they're not here, so, Again, I'm trying to be realistic about it. I mean, okay, is there some legitimacy to, let's blame video games for the culture of violence. Okay, yeah, you do violent stuff in video games, but that's not the point. Especially the gun right owners. That to me pisses me off because if you're going to sit there and talk about my right to own a gun, bear arms, and defend myself, well, if I'm playing Call of Duty, guess what? I shoot somebody, I'm defending myself because they're trying to kill me. So you cannot have it both ways. These conservatives and fuckers who want to sit there and say that it's video games' fault. You cannot have it both ways. If fucking George Zimmerman can defend himself after he stalked a kid and it chased him around in the middle of the night between houses and stuff, and he can defend himself for doing that, which is bullshit, by the way, then guess what? They're trying to shoot me. I need to shoot them first. Kill first, kill or be killed. That's the point. So how can you sit there and say, oh, Jesus loves the fact that I have a gun, but all those damn video games? And again, nobody actually physically died. So, I don't understand that. Now, there are times when you have legitimate, unique NPCs, and if you do kill them, they no longer show up in the game. Now, is that killing them? In a way, I'd have to say yes. Now, they don't have a soul, so I don't know if God's going to be like, oh, you've murdered people. I don't know about that. But the fact that they're unique and they no longer exist in the game, and you can no longer interact with them, okay, you've literally killed them off. Now, again, nobody actually physically died, but you get my point. So is there a distinction between something like that? Okay, maybe. I could give you that. I'll even agree to that. You've killed off that particular character, especially if it's a main character. And like a game like Fable, you could go in and kill shop owners and take over their shop. Okay, so you've stolen their shop. They're not real people, but you've stolen from, you know. And okay, so I'm a thief. I'll admit that. I've trained myself to be a thief. Okay, as a man thinks in his heart, I stole their shop. Although they quickly get replaced with random NPCs anyway, but again, like I said, I'll admit I'm a thief. I've stolen shops before. I've stolen goods from people's homes before. Again, they're not actual people, but again, that's not really a distinction. I don't know if I can make that. Because even if they're not real people, the fact is, it didn't belong to me and I took it. So, okay, I'm a thief. I am a thief. Okay. I'll give you that. But am I a mass murderer? I don't know. I mean, again, have I physically killed anybody? No. Have I killed a bunch of random pixels? Maybe. But again, they weren't alive to begin with. So it's hard to say that I took a life when there was no life actually to take. So I don't know. Anyways, there's a bigger issue than video games. I'm sorry. There's a way bigger issue than video games. There just is. Now, yeah, we live in a culture where violence is accepted. Yes, absolutely. Are movies violent? Are comic books violent? Are cartoons violent? Are TV shows violent? Yes, I'll give you that. But, you know, to what extent? Now does it take a toll on the psyche? Maybe. I'll give you that too. It does maybe take a toll, but not to the point where you just snap and be like, too much GTA, I have to kill people. No. Usually there's something else in your life that took place and took way more precedent over that puts you over the edge. Because again, Grand Theft Auto, Call of Duty, Halo, none of these games teach you how to load a gun. They don't teach you how to shoot a gun. They don't teach you how to do any of that stuff. They basically teach you how to point and aim, basically. Okay. Point, aim, and pull a trigger. Okay. Fine, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. You train yourself how to point, aim, and fire. But it does. You can't tell me that it trains me to be a killer. That's just stupid. That's stupid. It doesn't train you what type of ammo to use. Like, if I wanted to get a gun, I wouldn't know what ammo to use. Obviously, the guy behind the counter would have to help me. He'd have to show me how to load it. You know? He'd have to show me what the safety is. I don't know what any of that stuff is. Yet I played video games for 35 years, but I couldn't tell you a damn thing about the gun. And then you get one with some kickback and it throws me on my ass. I mean, what kind of mass murderer would I be if I'm getting thrown on my ass because I don't know the kickback? I mean, seriously, think about that. Well, hello everybody. One shot and I miss because I blinked and all of a sudden I'm on my ass. What kind of terrorist would I be? Well, that I had trained for a video game for 35. Dude, it's no. No, don't be stupid. Don't be stupid. And like I said, there is a far, far different thing than stopping someone's forward momentum by killing their non-living avatar versus taking someone's actual physical life and sending their soul possibly to hell. Okay, taking an actual life where you stop the heart, you stop the blood, you stop the soul no longer has recourse in this world. It has no way to communicate in this world, and you stop that from somebody. That's a different story. That is a completely different story. Now, don't get me wrong. Are there people who can't handle certain video games and they can't distinguish between right and wrong in reality? Yes, there are people who do suffer from that. But to say that every single person who plays it is a walking time bomb, that's just stupid. I'm sorry. That's dumb. You know, you got more of a chance to eat a taco and have your asshole become a walking time bomb than you do this. It's a fact. Look it up. Go eat some tacos. Get some tacos and hot sauce, and I guarantee you your asshole will be a fucking walking bomb. It's just... And like I said, I do not want to make excuses. If it's a legitimate thing and it's like, oh my god, it's the worst thing ever. Okay, well, first off, I'm still going to do it because I have no choice. I'm in a lot of pain and it helps, and it's just, it's what I do. It's what I do. So I have to do it. Now, am I not a murderer because I'm too fat to be a murderer, to go mass murder people? I don't know. Maybe I am. Maybe it's deep rooted inside me to the point I just want to go mass murder a bunch of people. Just, you know, go to a local area and pew, pew, pew. Actually, I have no desire to do that. Even at the most depressed state that I've ever been, where I wanted to punch Dale T in the face, I think I just wanted to punch Dale T in the face. Really, is all it came down to. I never wanted to kill anybody or kill Dale T. I never wanted to do that. Like Betsy and them, they called the cops because he's gonna kill us. Well, first off, if I was gonna kill you, I did not make threats, by the way. I said my father... I said she was probably going to kill him because she had him on prescription medication and stuff, and he was fucked up, and I was like, I wouldn't be surprised she kills him, putting him on all these medications. That's what I said, and she turned it around that I was making threats against them. Well, first off, I moved out here, it was August 22nd, 2007. And what was it? Late November, so you're talking September, October, November, within 3 months. The two of them gave me a table and chair set. Now, if I'm threatening their life within 3 months, they're giving me a table and chair set. Yeah, you know it was bullshit. So yeah, that's about the only thing that I have had even remotely close to me. Now, granted, you say, "Oh, you're playing Grand Theft Auto, so now you're threatening your stepmother." I didn't threaten anybody. I didn't threaten anybody at all. Actually, I didn't. No, where they got the idea that I did, I have no clue. Absolutely no clue. I had no ill will against them in that regard. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing them suffer. Don't get me wrong. I wouldn't mind seeing their house catch on fire and everybody gets out in time. But I'm not gonna sit there and pretend that I wanted to see everybody die. Okay, I that's stupid. So okay, just my own personal experience. But again, you don't give somebody who quote unquote threatened your life, which is totally bullshit. I accused her of threatening his life. Okay, so she twisted that shit all around. Whatever. So again, I want to be honest about it. I threatened their life. Did I do it because I played too much video games? No. No, it was a situation. It had nothing to do with video games. Now, I can't recall any video game where I left a CD on my desk basically telling them to go fuck themselves. There was a bunch of clips on there where I talked about them. And was talking trash about them. I don't think I've ever seen that in a video game before. So to sit there and say, you trained it and you learned it. No, I didn't. I came up with it on my own. Whatever, man. Now, if I had played Grand Theft Auto, yeah, I'd go in Dale T's gun cabinet. I'd take out one of the 45. I'd take out one of the rifles. We'd have some bloodshed in that house. Okay, that's if I played Grand Theft Auto and I learned how to do that from Grand Theft Auto. Notice that never happened. I had no desire to look at Dale T's guns. I played for 35 years. I've never had a desire to even look at Dale T's guns. At all. None. The desire was not there. So to sit there and say, I'm training my soul to be a murderer and a killer, that's just not true. There's no validity there. No, okay, again, let's go back to the whole as a man thinks in his heart. Again, but who did I kill? Did I kill anybody in a video game? No. Well, there's that random person walking down the street and you just plugged them in the ass. Now, okay, I admit, it's kind of funny to plug somebody in the ass and have them run scurrying off. I'm not going to lie. And yeah, doing it in real life probably would be funny too, to a degree. I mean, funny in the sense of not necessarily a bullet, but like if you could like snap them with a rubber band on the ass and just like oh, and they go running off. Okay, I admit that's probably about as far as I would draw the line. As far as like actually like oh here's a bazooka, let's just blow people up on the street. No, no, no. Is it fun in Grand Theft Auto? Sure, it's fun to do. Now let's put it this way: if I could do it in real life, would I do it? And like if I could do it with no consequences, like I could get away with it, would I do it? I don't know. I don't know if I'd want to do it. I mean, if I'm going to do something like that, I might as well join the fucking army. You know? Seriously. Join the fucking Marines. I can blow shit up all the time. I mean, if that's what it's about. No, I understand some people do get off on blowing stuff up. I have a problem with that. I can understand that. But as far as, like, harming other people, I don't know about that. It's a tough call. Like, I wouldn't want to be in the, you know, like flying one of these drones where I got to blow up a bunch of people. I wouldn't want to do it. Even mass terrorists, I wouldn't want to be that person to take the life. You know, they're doing more evil than I am. No, I will say that video games do reflect evil. They do. I'm not going to sit there and pretend they don't. They do reflect ungodly things. I admit this. I will completely concede. I will concede that I've stolen in video games. I'm a thief. I will admit that. But as far as like killing and death, I've never killed anybody. Never. Anybody that's real. I mean, anybody that's actually a living being, I've never killed. Now, have I stolen? Now, granted. But, see, I don't know. Here's the problem. Is it stealing if you take something that isn't yours, but doesn't belong to anybody else? So, for example, you're driving along and there's an apple tree and you go and pick the apples. It's just in a random field. Nobody owns it. Is that stealing? Most people would argue probably no. Okay, so if I'm playing a video game and there's something sitting on somebody's table and I take it to better my quest, am I really stealing? Yeah, I'm stealing from a non-distinct NPC who has no soul, but did I steal from an actual person? No. But did I commit the act of thievery? Yes. So it's a catch-22. But again, taking an apple from a random tree that belongs to nobody, is that thievery? So I don't know. There's definitely an interesting fine line between that. And I think it's kind of fascinating, actually, when you think about it. Because, like, where do we go with that? You know? Now, I guess you could say I've maybe stolen victories from somebody, like somebody could have had the glory and I came and took it. I mean, I guess you could say that. Oh, that wasn't like a... Like, is it thievery if you did it by mistake? Like, let's say you got a bunch of stuff with somebody else, and like, oh, we gotta go, and you kind of bundle it up quick and you grab some of their stuff by mistake. And you find out later, oh, I have this, it's yours, let me give it back. Was that thievery, or was that just, a mistake? So again, I don't know. It's like there is a fine line between that kind of stuff. Was my intent to steal stuff? No, my intent was it was there and I needed it. I took it. But now does somebody have a right to come into my house and say, "Oh, I saw your bread laying there and I needed it"? No, somebody says, "Okay, I saw your bread and here's a couple bucks." That's fine. I don't have a problem with that. Although I could use some bread, but if I had 2 loaves and you needed one and you're like, I took it and I'm going to pay you back later, yeah, it kind of sucks, but like, no harm, no foul, Now somebody comes along and says, I saw it, I took it, fuck you. Okay, that's a problem. They willfully stole my bread, or vice versa. So I don't know. It's definitely an interesting topic. Now, did I think in my heart that I was stealing? Maybe, but it's again, it's hard to do it without making excuses. It's hard to acknowledge it as, okay, did I do this or did I not do this? Because it is a fine line. Did I do the act of thievery? Maybe the first time, not so much. Because, like, for example, you play like a game like Fable, the original Fable. You walk into somebody's house, and they have this little eyeball thing at the top, and this little icon. And if you see the eyeball, it means people are watching you, and if the eye is closed, it means nobody's watching you. If the eye is closed, you can take stuff out of their house. It's not considered thievery unless somebody sees it. So, did I engage in the act of thievery from people who don't exist, or did I actually willfully and gleefully take stuff that wasn't mine? I don't know. I guess like the first time, because the problem is the first time you take something, you don't realize you've done it. You're like, oh, here's this. Oh, you just stole. And you're like, oh shit, I didn't mean to. I'd put it back if I could, but the game won't let you. So, now if I continue to go rummage through their house and look through their cupboards and stuff, and doing it after that, then it just becomes kind of a point and click where it's like, how much stuff can I get to better my experience in this game? Because I'm the only one who actually matters in the game. Now, if people did that in real life, I'm the only one who matters in life. Well, I think they do. It's called The Rich, but that's neither here nor there. But again, but then on the flip side, like, was it Fable 2, I think it was. Like, if I had extra money, because the way it was set up is you could see other people playing, and you could go up to them and send them money. So, like, if I saw a new person playing, I would send them a couple $1,000s, just randomly. So there's some interesting stuff there too, So it's like, did I try to steal from them? Now these are actual people playing the game, and I tried to give them stuff. Now the NPCs in the game, I just took their stuff because you could. It was part of the game. It was something, yeah, you don't want to steal, but again, so did I steal and then... I don't know, it's really weird. That is really weird because, again, you're talking non-real people versus real people. The real people I gave money and items to, like I would run them just random people and just give them stuff. And some people would do it to me. Now, there was an achievement for the first time, but after that it was like, okay, I see a new player, I'm going to give him some money. Especially Fable 3, I think it was, too. It's either 2 or 3. So, am I a thief for stealing from non-real people to better my quest, or to give up money and a few things that I had excess of to help other people play? So again, there's like this weird... And I kind of love the idea that there's such a blurred line where it's like you have to make the distinction, because now one thing about Fable is you could play a good guy, a middle of the road guy, or a bad guy. Now I did play through it enough times where I played strictly a good guy, where it's like I didn't steal anything, or tried not to anyway. And if I did one or twice, it was obviously accidental, because like sometimes you go in there and the way the camera works, you actually hit the button and it's like, oh, you found a card, or you found something, and oh, you stole it. Some of that stuff wasn't, you just couldn't avoid. And that was just game design, but whatever. And then there were other times where it's like I wanted to be rogue, and I just wanted to completely mass slaughtered the houses, ransacked the houses, took everything, killed everybody, killed the entire town. This is a town, Oakvale. I completely massacred everybody. and then more people kind of came in. And once you massacre them, their house goes up for sale. I bought their house, and you know, I jacked up the rent. You know, I was a complete dick. So, am I a bastard for doing that? No, if I did it in real life, yeah, you'd be a complete bastard, but or a Republican, but whatever. So yeah, I don't know. It's definitely a fascinating topic. Anyway, I don't want to talk about it anymore. I just there are far more dangerous things than playing video games. That's all I'm going to say on that. There are way, way more dangerous things. Playing with a loaded gun, for example, is far more dangerous than playing Grand Theft Auto. Like, you could have your kids play Grand Theft Auto for an hour a day. Even shit, you can have them play 8 hours a day, and they're still not going to go kill other people. They're not just going to be sitting there bitch slapping each other and smacking each other in the dicks with markers. Okay, they're just not. They're just not. There's not going to be this aggression, this unforeseen aggression that just props up out of your children. I'm sorry, it doesn't happen. Yeah, they might be playing and they might get a little frustrated, like, oh, you know, whatever. You get frustrated while you're playing, but once you're done, it's over. You know, you exercise that frustration, you exercise that stress, you get it off, you get it out. But your kids are not going to play Grand Theft Auto and be like, "You're going to kill everybody. Keep one eye open, Daddy." No, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't. I mean, unless your kid's like mentally disturbed, then yeah. But if your kid's normal, then no. Your kid's not going to do that. So, I don't know. Anyways, like I said, I don't want to talk about this. Fuck you. You're wrong. I'm right. Fuck you.